All right, what's up, fam? It is a Monday on the Gregorian calendar, and it is gearing towards the mid-afternoon, and we're just chilling out here. It is somewhat hot. We are getting to the point at the end of our season. There's the goats. Maybe that's what they're going after. Jerry. Norak. Guys, get over here now. Michaela Sue. Stupid goats. Get up here. I don't know why sometimes they go after the goats, and sometimes they don't.
Just don't care.
The goats just don't care. They certainly would if there wasn't a gate between there. I'm not so sure the goats would survive. Maybe one, if they can get away from one, but definitely not two or three. Alright, so that's it. That's pack life. That's screaming. I scream at the dogs all the time. Michaela. Thanks, pigs. So, yeah. Here we are. I was hoping my little carport thing would get done yesterday. But there's one thing that we discovered. We're not construction people. It's simple enough, but the one-armed man, which is me, it's not so good now. All the stuff I used to be able to do with two arms, now it's like mission impossible. So for those of you who still have two arms, shout out. Hopefully you guys are doing well. We're just chilling. You hear that popping sound? That's just what tin sounds like. It's this stuff. As the sun hits this stuff, it pops. And we got done painting our roof because all the tin was rusting out. So we thought maybe the paint on the roof would stop that sound. But it doesn't. So here we are, popping roofs. I get it. I don't have much to talk about today. Definitely probably won't have much to talk about tomorrow. But then we got to get up so early. It's a killer. So, I guess. Kitty. There's Jerry. Now the thing in his leg is very strange. Because it goes from good to weird. And then back to good. And it's good right now. Josh, knock it off. Joshua, what are you doing? Josh! I think Josh does that just to get attention. He's a bad boy. They all do that. They all think they want to rise up and take on somebody. Mr. Bubs will come popping in, just like totally aggressive and step up on people. And when I say people, you guys know I'm talking about the dogs. But most of these guys handle it just fine, like normal people would, without causing a ruckus. But there's obviously the people you don't step up on, because they'll send you to the moon. In fact, most of the people that I write on a day-to-day basis are people you would probably not want to step up on, considering they all have at least one murder on their record. And some have a few. So, that is life behind the bars, as we end up doing things that end up getting us behind the bars, which is obviously a place none of us want to be. But North America is kind of hard not to get arrested sometimes. There's all sorts of stuff. Jaywalking is things that many men have fallen for. It just is a weird law. But I guess something you gotta have. This is weird. I was drinking some coffee today. I looked at my coffee. It looked like a little stick in there. I'm like, what is this? And I reached in there and grabbed it, and the thing stung me on my fingers. It felt vibrating on both sides of my fingers. I'm like, great Scott. A jungle critter in my coffee. So, unfortunately, that was the end of that cup. But it's probably better I found it before I drank that thing, and it zipped me all the way down the throat. That's usually what happens out here in the jungles. Things get you. Last night I thought I had a scorpion take me to school. Felt something bite me on my leg, and you fired off, try to get rid of it. Flip the light on, see if there's anything else invading your sheets. And it's just when you're dealing with unfinished walls with the holes in there, these things that crawl in there. Like my bathroom has I have a new lizard in there. We had an ant invasion in my bathroom like a week ago. We had to get cement because the ants will chew through the cement. And where we're at, I mean, this entire jungle is like, I've said it before, we're the minority. If you're looking for racism, well, we're the minority. Humans are the minority out here. And the majority are the bloodsuckers that will take you to school. So I don't know what's up with Jerry's leg. I don't know why that thing goes in and out. Come here, Jerry. Let's see this thing. See, it's down now. But what it ended up looking like is a nipple or something on the outside of his leg. I have no idea what that is. But sometimes it gets hard in there. Now it's not hard at all. There's nothing there. I have no idea what that is. Or why it comes and goes. I have no idea. And of course, you can send a picture of the vet. He's like, just bring the dogs in. I'm like, man, can you just tell me, do I really need to do this or not? But it's like the doctors, right? They got to make their money. They got to get you in. But if we only had one dog, that'd be kind of simple, right? Just load them up in the car and run on in. But when you have a pack, it's sneak out, sneak in, deal with the pack as they figure out what's going on with the people. When you bring them in, everybody's got to do a sniff test. It's blood in, blood out around here. You think the gangs of America are crazy? What do you see, the fur gangs? So, Like I said, I had nothing intelligent to say. So I'm sorry for lowering your IQ. If anybody's made it this far, thank you that you've made it this far. As you can see, my fly-eating dog, Joshua. They don't mess around. Well, guess that's it. It's a jungle day. That's what the jungle looks like. You let it grow up, it becomes impassable. Unless you want to get cut up and jacked up, scraped up, you come out of that bleeding. Even with long sleeves on, you try to like walk through the jungle, you will get. They'll take a shot, man. It ain't good. It's like the most unforgiving territory. And I lived in Idaho, Oregon, Montana. And I was always out on the mountains and the forests, all over the place. And it doesn't become impassable. Some of it does. But this is all impassable stuff. You need like a dude with a machete 24/7 to like chop this stuff down. But, you know, it's what you get. You pick the jungle over the concrete kingdom. You need one of those things they had back in the days. I don't know if they still have them, the DR brush and field mower. I remember when I was a kid and I saw that on TV. It was like this like, I don't know, like a push motor thing with a giant blade. And I mean, this thing could chop up trees. It was really cool. Back in my days, we used to have these infomercials, and they probably do. I haven't watched TV though for like 12 years, but man, as a kid watching them infomercials, and you can get a lot of cool stuff off TV. I was always calling them 800 numbers and getting samples and getting all this crap that kids should absolutely not be getting. But of course, back in my days, in the back of magazines, you could order like 1,000 cross tops or the like the yellow jackets, what they called them at, like legal amphetamines and things like that. They'll send you 1,000 of them. I was talking to a dude the other day. I'm behind the bars, and he was talking about being like 12 years old, popping these things in the trees, going out in a tree by a bus stop, and everybody had all these pills, and it's crazy, man. Every single dude I talk to, most everybody that's in prison, minus just a few, have something to do with drugs and drug abuse. And drugs are those things that just take you way too far. And some people don't have a governor. Some people aren't casual users. Some people end up with a monkey on their back, and then that becomes a problem. And people are out stealing and breaking into houses, stealing their grandma's TVs. Talked to another dude. He was talking about the crack epidemic and how it just destroyed his life, his family's life, and how he had like a dad and a mom, and then the crack era came and it just took his dad, and it just was game over. You know, I mean, that's the thing about crack is it's I don't even know why I'm going down this road, but it's rocked up cocaine. It's baking soda. You just recook it, and so it has yet another chemical reaction, which makes it even more stronger than regular cocaine. Super addictive, super bad for you, and it's just tough, man. There's so many drugs in the States, and now they got fentanyl. Man, jeez, that stuff makes the drugs when I was a kid seem like Tic Tacs. I mean, jeez, it doesn't take much of fentanyl. People are just killing off. And then all these dudes in prison are smoking K2, which everybody says, oh, that's synthetic marijuana. I'm like, no, that's not synthetic marijuana. That is not what K2 does. Because these people will strip their clothes off and start screaming and have these hallucinations and crazy stuff. So none of that stuff ever happened back in my days of weed. That didn't happen with weed. Other drugs, yes. But I don't know, man. They've really stepped this stuff up. The lab guys have come around, and this stuff is like super cheap and super killing. Don't do drugs, kids. It'll get you killed. Never know what you're getting. I guess it's best to stick with coffee if you gotta have something. Well, this conversation definitely went out in the weeds. So I hope you guys are good. I guess for whenever we get another time to chit chat, I hope you guys are well. And much love from all of us down here in these jungles. Cheers.